This is Ninja Another Color. I'm your host, Dottley. This is Sunday going into Monday. Today we'll talk about the Falcons, quarterback change, FSU number 4 in the nation, and we'll get into a little about, men and women in 2024. Let's get to it. That was the Filmation Ghostbusters, the best Ghostbusters, in my opinion. Again, this is your host, Dottley. This is the Ninjas of Another Color podcast. Today, we are available on Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Pandora, TuneIn, and yes, we're still working on how to get to Apple. Today, this is a crazy kind of weekend. No baseball, basketball started. The fire that hit the internet about that damn list. So we're gonna get it started with Florida State. Florida State is currently 8-0. They played Wake Forest. They lost 3 consecutive years in a row to Wake Forest, and everybody still was saying, upset alert, but they took care of business. And for those who thought it was an upset, they nitpicked. They got all the penalties and stuff like that, but let's get into the highlights.
Exchange was Jordan Travis, but he jumps back on top of it. Still takes a negative. Travis has a lane. Needs a block. Gets it. Touchdown.
Their own hands, and we saw them do this against Duke, right? This is a nice little run pass option for Jordan Travis.
Third down at 7. Griffith's pocket collapses, and he's got nowhere to go. Daylight disappeared for Griffiths as he is sacked.
The Wake Forest fans are dressed up as Florida State fans.
Very convincing. Travis picks up a first down and carries tacklers. Tough to bring down. Out to the 30-yard line before finally Jacob Roberts got him on the ground. Overhead kick. Estromano spins it back. Will it be down at the 1-yard line? It looks like it will. Yes, perfectly executed. You said you wanted to put Georgia on upset alert potentially against Florida, but in Jacksonville, the Dogs will have tons of fans there as Rodney Hill's brought down behind the line to set up third down and about 5.
but they know that when their time comes, they have to make the plays, and right there, Dogs did.
46 yards away for Ryan Fitzgerald. He stays perfect. 9 for 9 on field goal attempts, 30 for 37.
I want to see them also push the football down the field on some go routes.
Ellison punts for it. Justice Ellison down the sideline, all the way to the red zone before he's bumped out. Well, Mitch Griffiths hasn't completed a pass yet. He's 0 for 4. He's going to try here. He's going to lob one. He's got an open man. Close to the goal line, reaching it out for it. He'll be down inside the 1-yard line. Jet sweep. Touchdown. Deshaun Williams with speed to the goal line. Just what Wake Forest needed to get back in the game.
Up the middle, then sometimes you got to use a little eye candy and hand it off to that eye.
12:06 to go before halftime. Looks like Span's going to bring it out. He is dangerous. Span, who made about as impactful a special teams play as there has been this year in college football with a big touchdown return last week. Travis off a play action fake. Dumps one to Rocky Hill. All the way to the 35-yard line. Made a huge breakout game, 200 yards against Virginia Tech a few weeks ago. Keon Coleman, one-on-one, breaks the tackle of Kalen Carson and finds Painter.
You're going to see Coleman lined up against Carson, and you just got to make him miss sometimes. Put that man on his knees like it was a toilet seat right there. Except that they're going to try to go after it. Jamal Banks there going up against Renardo Green.
Griffiths looks that way and instead goes down. Omar Graham Jr. They send Bell in motion. They'll run it with Keziah Holmes, and he's going to get a chunk of yardage back, at least field position-wise, to help out the punt group. A gain of 16. Jalen Garnes made the stop.
And being the guy he's been behind Sam Hartman for quite some time, and we'll finish talking about that after this play.
And he'll go down. Jared Verse shaking off the injured eye to get the sack back to the 45 of Wake. That's a loss of 8. Back to throw is Jordan Travis. Sets up the screen. Trey Benson cuts it back. Breaking tackles. Trey Benson off to the races. Touchdown.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, man. You're going to watch this guy come across. Trey Benson's going to link out, and they're going to get 2 offensive linemen out in front of him. And when you have big fellas that can block for the running back out in space, those short gains on screens turn into touchdowns. And watch Trey Benson cut it back across the formation and take it to the house. I mean, Trey Benson is a 220-pound monster. For him to be able to do that at that size in the passing game, right? The run after the catch. Look at this dude. Just built, bouncing off of dudes. He knew he was going to take it to the house. When you're down by 17 isn't always the way to go. They got to open up the passing game.
Griffiths scanning the field. Held onto the ball all day. That's a coverage sack. And the Wake Forest fans getting a little antsy.
Nick Anderson just baptized Jaheim Bell right there on that hit. Good for him. He got the first. He probably didn't feel it.
Travis floats one down the seam for Bell. Drops it in. 8 different receivers have now hooked up with Jordan Travis Bell. He can lower the boom, but that's how Bell won the battle. One-on-one. One-handed catch. Keon Coleman. Another touchdown. Unfair. Leads the ACC.
Watch him attacks the DB's leverage. They've lost the last 3 times that they've played against Wake Forest, and they're trying to send a message not just to Wake, but the rest of the country that they're one of the best in the country.
Griffiths. Down he goes again. Play clock is winding down to 3, 2, and 1. And flags everywhere, as it appeared Wake Forest had too many players on the field.
Please, we need you to play well. He has not done that, but they're sticking with him here in the second half.
Devon Claiborne maintains his balance and picks up a first down to begin the second half.
Well, I know that they've got to be at least pleased with the way that Mitch Griffiths has come out after halftime and was distributing the football, but I agree that they should have gone for it here. Acts that they really trust to get it done.
Play action. Travis up the seam in stride, breaking free to Kai Douglas. Ankle tackle, saved the touchdown.
He has to set back to be able to give himself space to wait on those throws.
Well, this time he's able to put one over the middle. And how about the hurdle job?
At number one, because of their two top 15 wins, but the way Michigan has looked, regardless of who they're playing, has been the most dominant.
Griffiths inside the 10. Down to the 6-yard line.
When it's all said and done, who is in undefeated at the end of the year after they've played the thickness of their schedule will be in the college football playoff.
Carney into the end zone. There's the first touchdown allowed in the second half of this month by the Florida State defense. For a minute to go in the third.
Yeah, Tate Carney comes in, just a simple, easy. And today, like I said, he's been sensational, and he's played himself into the Heisman conversation.
Back to throw again here. Drops it in. Kyle Morlock all the way down to about the 5-yard line.
Everything that I was feeling, but also reminded me that if we don't do this and I'm not having fun, then there's no point in going out here.
Well, he's been having fun, that's for sure. And he tries to extend the play here. A shovel pass to nowhere. Jaheim Bell was at least in the area. Run it with Trey Benson, and he finds a crease to the end zone for a touchdown.
Guys, that amount of real estate to continue to go downhill, it's going to be a problem. Watch. No one touches him. No one touches him. No one touches him. Whoop, whoop. There's Nick Anderson right there. Right? Sam had some struggles here, and he had to overcome those, and maybe that's the same thing that'll happen for Mitch Griffiths, or Santino can go out here and take this quarterback job over.
Play action, seam shot, has the crosser. Arion Williamson.
And yes, did they do the little things? Yes, they did. Were they intense? Yeah, they had a few penalties, but it was because of that intensity. They showed mental toughness, and they are a brotherhood. The great Deion Sanders said, if your dream is...
All right. The game was closer. They could have shut him out, but in the third quarter, defense and offense, tons of penalties. Okay, right now, yesterday, Jordan Travis was 22 for 35, 380 something, 29. Hold on, let me do the math. I used to be good at math, but since I'm getting up there in age, I gotta figure it out. I think it's 380 or 381. I think 388. 388, 4 touchdowns and no interceptions, and he's still not being considered for the Heisman. So that was Florida State. They were favored in that game by 20, I think 21. They won by a lot. A lot. Currently right now, for the first, college football playoff, they would probably be either number 2 or number 3. I don't think they'll be 4. I think if they are 4, it's going to be highway robbery that they are 4. Because they are second best team in the nation. Everybody says Michigan, but I think Florida State is the best team in the nation. I'm just biased, but that's what I am. Sorry, but I am that biased. This is going into week 9. We play. Who do we play? I think. Hold on. I'm a Florida State fan. I don't know the schedule. I know we play Miami on the 11th. That I know. Oh, we play Pitt. Yes, we play Pitt next week. We play Pitt next week at Pitt. So, undefeated season depends on injury and depends if we get a good matchup in the CFB. That's my 2 cents on that. Moving on to the next subject, which is the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons really disappointed me, but we're going to move on to that. All right, folks. Yep, we're moving on to the Atlanta Falcons. That they lost today. They had a quarterback change. I don't understand. Well, I've been having a back and forth with myself about, is this dude the right dude for the job? They said they checked him for a concussion. He probably could, but he looked out of it. He ran. He's starting to look like he's seeing ghosts. So I am kind of glad that they removed him from the premises and put in Heineke. But too little, too late. The question is, are they going to start him next weekend? Who knows? But let's go to the highlights.
Three really good runners in here right now with Willis, Spears, and Derrick Henry.
Miscue on the snap. Willis trying to fall on it, and I think the Falcons pried it loose. They did.
Dual threat quarterback.
On third down, and the pass is caught inside the 15 for a first down. It's Drake London.
London coming out of the backfield.
Ritter stepping up in trouble, and down he goes. Sacked at the 10-yard line, and a loss of 5 into the arms of Jeffrey Simmons. Is in the NFL, and they come up when they have to there. It's a 29-yard attempt for Koo, and he's got it. Short yardage here on third down. They go big, they play action, and Henry with the catch out of the backfield for the first down. Couple of division championships under Mike Vrabel. They reached the AFC championship game. Levis off the fake, looking for Hopkins. He's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Here's a guy who's a great basketball player when he was coming up, and he's struggling. A.J. Terrell is thinking, hey, I'm the one getting whipped around if the Falcons won it.
No team uses their tight ends as much as the Falcons do, and another completion to Pitt.
Bet those last couple plays, Jeffrey Simmons was on the sideline.
Ball is stripped loose.
Simmons.
Still on the ground. They're wrestling for it. Waiting for the officials to signal. Titans come out of the scrum with the football, and they've got it. They'll fake it to Henry and now throw it to Derrick. And he rumbles for 9 or 10.
Now he picked up 3 yards, so everything is kind of good.
Second down, back to Will Levis. Caught by Hopkins on the run, and he spins into the end zone. Second connection, Levis to D-Hop.
when he comes through at full speed catching that ball, because that's a heater. He just picks it up, and then he puts it in those.
Just 68 yards of total offense so far for Atlanta. And Ritter with a nice run, first down yardage.
Guys who are uncomfortable, guys trying to block Jeffrey Simmons.
Crossing route underneath. And about a yard short for Jonnu Smith.
10 yards short.
Timeouts. Here to close out the first half. Hopkins will run with it. Atlanta, by the way, will get the kickoff to start the third quarter. Levis drops it off for Conquo, and he is hit immediately and thrown back to the original line of scrimmage, and it is fourth down. Moves Robinson into the slot left. Ritter, down he goes, inside the 5. Arden Key got after him.
And he hasn't had a whole lot of time to run, hurry up, so they get this ball back.
And they will. Defense swarming, and it's fourth down.
They'll need about 5 more yards to give Nick Folk a good opportunity.
Levis going for more than that. Incomplete. And it's fourth down. Bye week bought him a little more time, but not
He's not
much.
the first quarterback in the league to not negotiate a 2 minute.
Didn't want to put the blame on any position group or any player in particular, but says we need to clean it up everywhere.
Yeah, and it's a touchback that will give them the best field position of the day, and it's Taylor Heineke in at quarterback to open up the second half, and Bijan Robinson with a blast out to the 50-yard line.
Not look hurt. It looks like it's a decision that Arthur Smith made to see if Taylor Heineke can run this offense better and more effectively.
And he's got a first down pass to Van Jefferson. Third down and 2. Play action with Robinson. Heineke on the run. Slings it downfield incomplete. Who hit earlier from 29. This a 50-yard attempt. Got the distance and the accuracy. Second and 5. Henry. Devil was a good call at the line of scrimmage. Drive that started back on their own 25, taking up 4 minutes. They've now crossed midfield. Levis calls his own number.
I think that was going to be a jet sweep, and Aaron Brewer, another high snap that Will Levis had to go up for and grab. Which guy on the sideline is analytics?
No Derrick Henry on this play. The throw out to the edge, and reaching forward is Treylon Burks. And it looks like with the reach, he's got it, and then a late flag flying in.
Going on the field as the runner was short of the line to gain. Pass interference, offense number 10. That penalty's been declined. Atlanta will take over first and 10.
Algier 21 yards on the ground now. Heineke, back shoulder. Kyle Pitts has it, first down.
Just sticking that outside foot and stopping at 6 yards. He dances around it just a little bit.
Third down. Heineke has his man at midfield, juggled and caught by Hyde. Tough to bring down. Play action. Heineke. London up the ladder to make the catch inside the 25. Heineke. Robinson slotted and now on the move. On the rollout, wheel route incomplete. Behind Robinson, and it's fourth down.
49, and this would be 39. He's into the 9s.
He's into making field goals is what he's
Sure
into
is.
doing.
Got another.
A third and a second on 2 quarterbacks, and we got to have an answer on one of them, and so far Will Levis looks good.
Henry, big hole up the middle. Second down and 10. Levis, that pump. Hopkins behind the defender, and he's got it on the run. Third touchdown of the day. Levis to Hopkins for Tennessee.
Watch the double move there. Richie Grant just bites on that double move. You can't do that. Second time we've seen DeAndre Hopkins get deep. Third time we've seen him get in the end zone.
11 games without a touchdown catch for Hopkins, and he's making up for lost time today with the new quarterback.
from the quarterback Will Levis to DeAndre Hopkins. Those things, I mean, they make drives work really well.
Heineke. He'll toss it downfield. It's caught by Hodge. Breaking a tackle. And he's into Titan territory. Cuts it back inside the 25 down to the 22. Third down and 1.
Jeffrey Simmons has been the one wrecking it.
Pitch. Robinson gets the corner, and he's in. Touchdown Falcons from 13 yards out behind Jake Matthews.
The running back can just turn it in and go.
There was no edge set there at all. That was too easy for that Atlanta offense. A good job on the big play.
Third down. Four-man rush, hit as he throws, and it's into the Falcons sideline. Catches 55 yards so far. Thanks, Amanda. Third down and 10. Here they come again. Heineke going deep downfield. Incomplete as Van Jefferson tried to come back for it, and now a late flag. The throw and the completion out across the... On second and 10, Spears finds a seam. Finds first down yardage and more. Across midfield and hurdling his way. 3 carries today for 27 yards. Henry sneaks out of the backfield. Down to the 42-yard. Levis towards the end zone. Got a man. Touchdown. Wow. Westbrook Akine, and it's the 4th TD pass of the day in the debut of Will Levis. Had been inactive for the first 6 weeks and now just explodes onto the scene here in Nashville.
18 of 28, 234 yards, 4 touchdowns. And really, we saw the one time on that drive that he's put the ball in danger. Down 12, we got 6 minutes. Depends on how far it is.
Third down and long. Miller gets away from 2 guys and on the run.
I mean, he got you close. It's going to be 4th and a yard.
You got to find a way to give the ball to Bijan Robinson and tell your offensive line they got to get it done.
Look to Robinson out of the backfield. Now throws across the middle, and he's got the first down to the 45.
This is the first part of this drive that the Falcons wanted, where they needed to get a quick strike so they could get the ball back.
Algiers got it. Dances to his left and a first down. Still going inside the 40-yard line.
Arthur Smith, the foundation of what he does is running the ball.
They both rushed for 137 yards. And Heineke throwing it well here in the second half as well. That's Mac Hollins into the red zone. 20-yard pickup. So inside the 10, first and goal. Heineke looking right, throwing that way. Back corner of the end zone. Does he hang on? Yes, he does. Touchdown, Scotty Miller.
So you go down the pecking order a little bit, going after Eric Garrow a little bit, the rookie coming in. They've had some double moves against him. He's close to making the play, but not close enough.
Play action. Levis trying to buy some time, and he goes down all the way back at the 33-yard line, and a loss of 10, and it's 4th down.
He's right in the middle over the center.
Low snap. Heineke has to scoop it off the turf, and he finds Van Jefferson. Bijan Robinson in the slot right. No Drake London. Out right now for Atlanta. Heineke on the move. They're coming for him, and he dives towards the marker. And it looks like he's a yard short.
Oh, they just substituted.
I'd send somebody out there.
Real slow.
All right. If you didn't know, they dropped the last pass. All right. I understand that he wasn't being productive, but does this kill his confidence? Does it kill his confidence? Really, does it kill his confidence in coming back? Oh, sorry. Apologize on that one. Does it kill his confidence? Really, does it kill his his confidence of the team. Does benching him during the second half and showing how good Haneke can run it, does it kill this kid's confidence going forward? And we need a pass rusher. Trade. Oh, that's a fine. The trade deadline is Tuesday, Halloween. That game, we had zero pass rush. Absolutely no pass rush. None whatsoever. Absolutely none. No pass rush. He was sitting back. He threw for 2-something and 4 touchdowns. Maybe if he had pressure. And they were coming off a bye, so. Yeah, they were coming off a bye, and the refs. The referees. They must have had something on the game. As much as the pass interference wasn't called, Heineke got a face mask, didn't call. Either they were bad or they had something on the game. I do apologize, but I don't want to blame it on nothing else. We also had injuries. No Grady Jarrett. No Drake London going down the stretch. But bad quarterback play, and we still were down 6, driving to win the game. The team is still good. Okay. I implore Terry to get a Josh Sweat out of Washington. Not Sweat. Chase Young. Get Chase Young out of Washington, because I think he will help the defensive front, and it looks like we have injuries. This is the Ninjas of Another Color podcast. I'm your host, DOTTLEY. I'm doing solo podcast right now. Rate us, review us, give us 5 stars, give us 4 stars, give us 3 stars, give us 2 stars, give us 1 star. If you don't give us any stars, we'll just assume that we're doing it correctly. We are available on Spotify, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcast, Pandora, Google Podcasts, and TuneIn. Yes, we are still trying to get Apple ID to go on Apple Podcasts. You can contact us at ninjasofanothecolor@gmail.com. We're also available on IG, TikTok, and Threads, also X. We also have a new page on Facebook. It's 3.365.media.inc. Check us out there. We also have that on IG. Right. Moving on to our next topic. Alright, our next topic is Loki. Are you watching Loki? I am. We're currently on season 2. Episode 5 is this week, I think, but we're going to recap it. We're going to go back to episode 1. If you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, these are the best scenes.
has it always been there?
The crack? It's been there as long as I can remember. You tell the people of the TVA the truth about this place.
I think people are going to be ready to hear that.
People have lives on the timeline.
Yes, I know.
They should have the chance to live those lives.
Is this on the sacred timeline? Jet skis? Sea-doos?
You know, the funny thing about jet skis, everyone thinks that it's a personal watercraft, and it's actually a brand.
I don't care.
Why'd you ask?
And Judge Gamble would like to see you both in the war room. Wonder what that's about. Huh?
Mobius.
So before this, you had a past. Maybe you had a family.
Thank you for being on my team for all time.
Always. We're all variants. You had a life on the timeline. And so did you. So did I.
Look, we get the concerns.
We can't go back to pruning those branches.
I can do anything. Tell the TVA to stop pruning.
That's who stole your lives! That's who's coming back!
We got to the man at the end of time. We thought it was about freeing the timeline, but that brings only more malevolence, more violence, more of him. They're coming. Oh, the devil. Maybe he was. She was convinced he was. This is his kingdom. How would I not remember that? Because he wiped your memories. We call this minutes. No. She was there with him at the end of time. Keepers and
It's impossible to time slip in the TVA.
I know, but we just saw it happen.
I'm having trouble reconciling that. Do I know you?
Yes, in the future. Well, it's your future, my present. If it were possible to time slip with the TVA, how might one remedy that?
Someone in the time you want to end up in would need a temporal aura extractor. One temporal aura extractor.
Can you hold on to that until my friend Mobius drops by?
You need to get to the temporal loom so the extractor can pull Loki directly out of the time stream. That kind of temporal energy will peel the skin right off you.
I violently rip myself from every thread of time and space.
That means prove yourself.
And then if it doesn't do that?
Have you heard about how if you fall into a black hole, you turn into spaghetti? The less you know about that, the better.
Well, you'd rather be atomically disassembled than never reassembled again? Have your skin ripped off?
Yes.
And then at least you get to live. What's the quality of life with no skin?
It's a detailed index of every mechanical classification and main device and inside every computer program of the TVA. I've never seen it like this. It is a disaster. We need to prune those extra branches.
That means the death of countless people. We can't do that.
Once those doors close, we won't be able to resync you. So it's now or never. Now, wait! It's now, but now isn't for a little bit.
If I don't make it back, You'll make it back. Right, but I use the same. I might not make it back. It's the future.
And you'll get very old, and all your skin will get peeled away, and you will die. Mobius, you need to close the blast doors now.
Give him more time. He can still make it. Give him more time! No.
He's lost to time. He's not going to make it.
There you are.
We need to find Sylvie.
All this for Sylvie?
I don't buy it.
How do I do this?
What would you like?
Not something that's already dead and nothing with a face.
Chicken McNuggets, and we have a Big Mac.
I want to try everything.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 1, 2, 3. Loki was time slipping. They did a good job of making it seem they looped it around. Because going forward, when you go to the other episode, it kind of loops back. It's kind of interesting. I like it. Time slipping, almost dying. Short round is stealing it. So we're going to move on to episode 2 of Loki.
Sylvie's not here. We just got here. It doesn't feel right. I know, but why? It's too safe. It's not a war zone. It's not an apocalypse. It's not her style. Okay, well, maybe. I don't know how I feel, but I know it looked pretty darn good. Come on, look at this. Pretty darn good.
Section 42 should match with the system.
Is that with the red? It's too complicated.
Wait. It's like gibberish.
Here's a conversation between Renslayer and He Who Remains. It sounded like they were partners.
She really is full of surprises.
You can say that again.
Haven't you read the TVA guidebook?
I mean, I've memorized it, but...
Let's cut to the chase, shall we? What did you do to this tempad? And under whose authority are you even holding me here? Because looking around this room, I do not see anyone ranking high enough to make that call.
I don't need approval to detain a hunter that abandoned his post.
There are lives at stake. Oh, you've got some nerve. There are lives at stake. Awful shit you've done in your life, you pathetic little man.
Okay, that's enough.
At the end of the day, you just make everything worse. For Mobius, for B-15, for your mother. You're a loser.
Loki.
You're a villain. You're good at it. Do that. I have done some terrible, awful things. And he knows. It's the real me. Waiting for a moment like this so I can do awful things to you. Where is Sylvie? I mean, who even are you on the timeline? Do you know? Doesn't matter. Mobius isn't even your real name.
It's what I answered to.
You know they took us. You need to wake up, Mobius. You're nothing. She's nothing. You're just a nowhere man. You're a nowhere man. You're a silly little man. Have I sliced of pie? Okay, great.
It's really good. Listen, that wasn't tactical.
So angry with my father and my brother, I went down to Earth and I held the whole of New York City hostage. Tried to use the Mind Stone on Tony Stark. It didn't work. So I threw him off the building. Sometimes our emotions get the better of us.
You can say that again.
And don't you want to see the life you're supposed to live before they kidnapped you and brought you into the TVA?
Not really. The TVA is the only life I've ever known. I like it. Something bad I can handle. What if it's something good? Do you think I want to have that rattling around in here?
Oh, no. Bring up Mobius. Controller. There is actually one other option.
No! No!
That thing does not work without the controller, though. This one? And I brought up your mother And I am really sorry about that. Mobius!
Okay, I don't know where Docs and the others are. Okay, Okay!
Well, if none of this is real, I guess you aren't either.
She has a new life!
He knows where Sylvia is.
See? A little bit of mischief.
You're telling me that was...
Hell of a performance.
Alright, if I tell you where she is, are you gonna let me go?
That won't work.
Are you sure?
Of course. I wrote it.
You wrote the TVA guidebook.
You've read it?
Read it? I practically memorized it. Will you sign?
Of course I will. The containment door is locked, and only the person who designed it can open it with a live scan of his temporal aura.
He who remains.
And he's dead. So without Miss Minutes to help us override the lock, we're stuck.
Hey, can you refill the straw dispenser when you get a sec?
Already done it.
Hi.
Hi. Listen, I haven't got all day. Are you gonna order something? Or what?
Can we talk? I haven't come here to make trouble.
Then why are you here?
I was in the future, and I saw you. The TVA is in danger, and you were there. I need to know why.
Much as I'd love to see the TVA burnt to the ground, I have no intention of going back there.
Without the TVA, all of this, everything, is gone.
10 minutes ago, you were screaming at me, you're nothing. And now here we are, enjoying a meal like gentlemen.
You slap me in the face. I'm not gonna
I got
forget
you a
this.
shake. Just enjoy it.
If we stay here, we're all gonna die.
This is gone!
All this for Sylvie?
I don't buy it.
They're gonna bomb every branch.
Yeah, including this one. Targets are popping up all over the branches.
We need to know where this attack is coming from.
We have to stop this. Finish it!
Those are people. Those are lives.
That little patient upset like a Barbie.
I got a hit on Renslayer's temp pad.
There's nothing we could do.
Some defense. The TVA is the problem. It's rotten. Is your mum on her way to pick you up?
She'll be here. I'm good.
Yeah, this one was kind of a filler episode. It's crazy how you make an episode where you like someone, you're the same person. Loki likes Loki. Loki falls in love with himself, and everybody likes it. Alright, we're going to move on to episode 3.
Where is she?
What took you so long?
You told me I was going somewhere important. That I was going to meet someone important.
We need to put this package in that window. It was his plan, meant to protect all of time.
I don't exactly blend in.
Okay. Better. When he's back where he belongs, you and I will be right by his side.
Mom, we're all gonna die still.
What about Miss Minutes?
First, it doesn't really matter if she's gone and she's AWOL. And how are we gonna find a little rogue cartoon? Face to face with the woman who tried to kill us both.
Let's focus on that cartoon clock.
It tastes like ash. No, it doesn't. You know, sometimes I forget that you're one. You are one of them. Who wasn't that told? Gathering it into fine threads of power!
So you can light a few bulbs? Big deal.
Don't misunderstand me. I aim from the TVA? That's a later problem. We have a very serious now problem. And his aura is the only thing that can get us access to the loom. And who knows what else he can do?
That is the man who's destined to become he who remains.
With our help, he'll be all he's meant to become.
How about we settle this outside?
Gently.
Know each other?
Well, fortunately.
Colleagues,
It was a
really.
long time
A
ago.
I
reunion.
can hardly remember.
He's a thief! I'm gonna get you, timely!
Sylvie, no.
You stay out of this. Get out of my face and let me finish the job. We don't work together anymore, Mobius. I don't have to tell you anything.
Without his help, the TVA will be destroyed.
Do you care about anything but the TVA?
But if the loom fails and the TVA is destroyed, they won't be a life to go back to.
You're the one who sided with the Loki over me.
Can I play the you tried to kill me card?
There is no we. Not anymore. Do you think I want to be here? Do you think I'm going to get any joy out of killing that man? You weaponized him.
What are you talking about?
Renslayer set him on a path that he wasn't meant for. Now you are waltzing him straight back into the TVA. The most dangerous man who ever lived.
The TVA needs him.
I can't let him live. Miss Minutes? Yeah. This is your moment.
Loki, come on! Absolutely not.
A version of you created an entity called the Time Variance Authority. Two variants of the same Norse god murdered him, which resulted in the creation of new timelines, which would each see the rebirth of countless different versions of you.
I created the TVA.
I'll keep you safe.
Even before the TVA, or her, you created me.
They trapped us! He's mine!
Go ahead.
I beg your pardon.
What's this latest work of yours that's so important?
Understanding, manipulating time. This is where I keep everything I've ever imagined. All my designs dropped into my life by some divine hand.
I brought it to you.
We both know whose plan it was.
I have high hopes for this partnership.
You heard her, Victor. Partnership. You had to do it. Bye. That you liked Ravona better than me. Is there a sketch of me in that journal of yours? I was just a simple AI. Something to play chess with. I was allowed to have wants and follow whims and become who I am.
A loyal friend.
More than friends. Why didn't you allow me a real body? You just kept me as your thing instead of what I could have been. Your girl. Put that down. Don't do this. Leave me. I love you.
I was entrusted with this mission by he who remains, not his variant. I'm the one in charge.
All lost our way. But someone has to keep track of the big picture here.
The second I left, everything crumbled. I'm the only one who can bring stability to the TVA. All that matters is order versus chaos. I'm order.
I haven't done anything.
No, you will. You'll do terrible things.
That isn't me. You don't know the heart I have beating in my chest. I can make my own choices.
Get him out of here. Don't make me regret this. A seat at the end of time. Be careful what you wish for.
It was foolish of him to make an enemy out of someone who knows all his secrets. Big one about you. It's gonna make you real angry.
Alright, that was episode 3. That was kind of another filler episode. You saw how Sylvie saved the variant in she did what was best for everyone. Now we're gonna go to episode 4.
He wasn't always alone.
A utopia at the end of time.
You are quite a marvel. I will be proud to lead with you. You made a difference in this war. Thank you.
The TVA awaits our commands.
Erase her memories. Erase all their memories.
If you say so.
I helped win.
It was you who commanded the army.
And while he sat on his throne, I continued to do all the work to keep him there. So, what are you proposing?
That we don't need him.
You all want me. Ms. Ravona wants me. The effervescent clock lady monster thing wants me. I should have some say.
She wants to protect it at all costs. If you can convince her that this new version is worth protecting too.
I don't think it'll change anything.
Your words changed me.
So, Ouroboros, you wrote the TVA handbook.
I learned everything I know from a brilliant 19th century inventor named Victor Timely. If we had the resources, we would have been bigger than Einstein. What did you say your name was?
So, if...
Break up this romance, but can we fix now and sign later?
Obi, how's it going?
Much more temporal radiation out here than there was when you went out there, Mobius.
Yeah, so much more. More? I mean, Loki's really gonna have to hoof it then, right?
Wait a second, why is it suddenly me having to hoof it? Why is it me?
Well, because clearly this isn't me. Anybody.
It's wearing a helmet. It doesn't look like anyone.
I just don't think it's me.
But this person just needs to be super fast.
I had the same problem with my loom until I made this. If anyone can, it's you and me.
Everything is turning to shit, and you want to leave it to them while we go and have some pie. Great idea, Mobius.
Silly, wait.
No, I won't wait. You found out you're a variant, and you haven't even looked, have you? It's just another bad day at the office for you. Timelines are just lines on a monitor. Doesn't matter if a few disappear, because you've never bothered to look if one of them was yours.
If we have to fight to defend this place from Renslayer or worse, can we trust you?
You're serious. How can I trust you?
But I care about this place, these people. So do you. Trust that.
We plan on coming to Pieland. Say it then.
About Mobius.
Yeah, I couldn't kill him. Timely just looked so scared. He Who Remains wasn't scared. Or maybe he was and I just didn't notice.
Some years ago, my brother was banished from Asgard and sent to Earth. And when he came back, he was different. I mocked him, said he'd gone soft. You spared Timely's life, and because of that, the TVA and those timelines will survive.
What if I was wrong to spare him? It would just be easier to burn this place down and start from scratch.
Annihilating is easy. Razing things to the ground is easy. Trying to fix what's broken is hard.
Show him all of this, and then just send him home.
We can watch him, protect him. It's up to us to do better than He Who Remains.
Whatever we do, we're playing God.
We are gods.
The only thing you want to protect is yourself, Ravona, and you. This is really disappointing, I must say.
I know, I'm working on myself.
And this place is hours away from becoming a crater in the cosmos, driven into the ground by 2 variants. Anyone who joins me right here and helps me restore stability to the TVA will have a life on the timeline if they want it. I thought you could see the bigger picture.
For the first time, I finally am seeing the bigger picture.
You made a rather impressive life for yourself on the timeline. Don't you want it back?
Look at me. Life in the timeline was that good, huh? How does it feel, knowing that all of us here would rather die than follow you out that door?
Let's go, X-5.
Hot cocoa machine.
You have a machine for that.
Oh, yes. Access denied.
Where's the device? Timely's gone. Miss Minutes is back.
Docs and her team are dead.
What?
You're both okay.
You're gonna talk when I say you can, and only then.
If you don't like what I have to tell you,
An X5 here is gonna find a very thorough and incredibly painful way to kill you.
It's a very small box. I promise you this will make sense.
hello?
About time. What's taking you guys so long? Could take her offline if I reboot the system. The dampeners that prevent people from using magic at the TVA. We would have to turn that off too.
Turn it off! Someone's trying to reboot the system.
What's happening to you?
I'm losing my cognitive facility. I need to tell you. I need to tell you. You'll never be him.
What do you say, X5? Fancy a rematch?
I didn't think I'd see you again so soon. First, we need Mr. Timely's aura scan so we can get the blast doors open.
Just put your head in the scanner.
Is that safe?
Theoretically,
You'll be fine.
Welcome, he who remains.
who's it gonna be?
I'll do it. Should be me.
No, you don't have to do this.
Something wrong could happen. I know how the throughput multiplier works.
Load the multiplier, launch it, and get back. Got it?
Got it.
Come on, let's go, let's go.
Come on, let's move. The temporal radiation is just too high.
What did we do wrong?
I don't know.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was the first 4 episodes of Loki. So, going forward, the TVA, whatever, has been destroyed. And one of his variants has been killed. And that's the crazy part. He's been killed, and this week what's going to happen is, who knows? Who knows what'll happen? This goes to Secret Wars and also Avengers, the Kang Wars. So I think it's okay. The actors are still on strike, so we don't know what's going on. All right, we're gonna move on to our final topic of the night: dating in 2024. Yes, dating in 2024. My question is it worth it to date anymore? Alright, because it seems like it's not worth it. Because this post has went viral. I guess it's a group of places that you can or can't take women on the first date. I guess it's just me. We talked about it on the previous episode, but I was gonna dive it just a little bit because I'm trying to figure it out. What's wrong with the Cheesecake Factory? What's wrong with Applebee's? Now they say it's the first date, so you went through I guess you're still talking on the phone, and she hasn't asked you for money yet, so the first date sets the tone for the rest of, I guess, the relationship. So why not go low key and surprise her when you want to go to the big stuff? That's how it was. The first date sets the tone for the relationship, so I understand. On this list, you can set the tone with the Cheesecake Factory. Even though it's high school and college, people in the upper ages say who has jobs. Cheesecake Factory is good. Applebee's is good. Chili's is okay. I don't like Chipotle personally, but we're trying to set a tone for the relationship. So if you want to do that with Chili's, with Chipotle if she likes it, and I know a lot of women who like Chipotle go with God, but Olive Garden is more of a family restaurant, so I don't really agree with that one. I love the movies, and nowadays you have dinner at the movies, and if you find out enough about her, you can go to a movie that you can discuss afterwards. You don't have to talk during the movie, but you can talk before and you can talk after, discussing what you said. They have conversation starters. Your house? Do you want her to know where you live on the first date? Do you? Kind of corny, but it is what it is. Disagree on any fast food chain. Again, you're trying to set the tone. You can surprise her on the second date, but on the first date, she's coming to go with you. Fine. And then we have Buffalo Wild Wings. Hey man, you love a lady who likes sports and wings, and she likes to drink. She's a keeper again, setting the tone for the first date. Wingstop, that's kind of low key cheap, so nah. Lobster, Red Lobster, yep. Cheddar biscuits all day. Golden Corral, no. IHOP, yeah. Denny's, no. That's the meetup spot after. Somebody please explain to me, well, how do you go to a gym on the first date? You go to work out, I guess you have something in common, but I don't see it. Hell no, I'm not going to church because I will insult everybody at church if I'm letting you know. Starbucks. I don't drink coffee, but that's cool. Coffee dates. Again, you do a coffee to meet up to see if you want to go on a date. Ice cream dates. Again, like I said in the previous pod, lactose intolerance. Make sure you don't have a problem with lactose. Be farting up every time. You want her to know you, but not know you that well. Then you have family functions. No, you got crazies in your family that you don't want to meet just yet. Movie night next week on Hulu. If she's down for it, cool, but too old for that. Again, somewhere where that requires a long drive. No, absolutely not. Not the first date. Nope. Again, you wanted to know you, but you didn't want to know that well. And if you take a long drive, you might have some bodily issues that you might not want her to know. Awesome bowling, yes. Nightclubs, okay, cool. You go to dance, rub up on each other, get drunk. Hey, cool, whatever. Hookah bars, I don't drink. I don't smoke. So if she wants to go and smoke, that's fine. A bar for drinks, that's cool. But that's not a first date. Waffle House, fuck no. Absolutely not. That's the hookup spot. Sporting events. If you can afford it, and if she's a sports fan, yeah, go for it. That was just this crazy thing, and it spiraled from there. This is just a viral click. And another question is, how do you know if a woman likes you? I've been out of the dating scene for a while, and post that I have on Facebook is the easiest way to lose a woman in 2023, 2024, be nice to her. Care for her. Share feelings. Treat her nice. I agree with that, because nowadays they don't do. But how do you know if a woman likes you, or just being nice? Check this out.
In a woman's body language that give away her attraction for you. When a woman truly has feelings for you, her body language will expose the truth every single time, despite her words or lack thereof. Why? Because 70 to 90% of all communication is nonverbal. I'm pretty sure you've heard of common signs of attraction, like a prolonged eye contact or a smile back. But I want to go a layer deeper here and explore some signs that aren't really talked about enough, but are dead giveaways. Number 1, she slightly parts her lips when talking to you. This subtle body language motion is a result of almost being mesmerized in a guy's presence or feeling like an internal nervousness when standing close to him. Usually, this is combined with eyes that are half drooping as she looks at you. She's listening to you speak, but almost lost in a trance. Micro expressions like these are often overlooked by the vast majority of men unless they know exactly what to look for. But this very subtle body language sign adds weight to the idea that she's probably into you. Number 2 is pointing her toes at you when standing. Let's say you see a woman standing far away. You make some eye contact and she flashes a smile or two, but you're still wondering whether it's the right time or not to actually approach her. Watch if her toes are pointing towards you. The direction her feet are pointed in subconsciously signals where her mind is focused. It's usually a very subtle sign that she's expecting you to walk up and start a conversation with her, to approach her. And she's presenting an open body language to make that approach easier for you. Number 3, she watches for your reaction after telling a joke. When someone likes you, they typically want to get a reaction or laughter out of you because it breaks the ice and it puts you on common ground. So if you see a woman briefly look at you after she cracks a joke or she's saying something funny, she's probably searching for your validation by your laughter. This can be super subtle because it's only a momentary look that passes very quickly. But if you're aware of how and why it happens, it will register in the back of your head and it'll add to the definite list of body language signs that she's attracted to you. Number 4, she reveals her neck. A woman who likes you often tilts her head slightly, revealing her neck. It's a very vulnerable area, so by exposing it, she's showing trust and openness. It's like her saying, I'm comfortable around you. The neck neck reveal is a very powerful sign of attraction, but it's often so overlooked. Number 5, she mirrors you. Now, this one is classic, but it's so under the radar, it usually slips past people unnoticed. Mirroring is when someone copies certain things that you do subconsciously. For instance, if you're on a date and you lean in closer to a woman, and then you notice that she leans in closer as well, that's mirroring. Or if you have a certain keyword that you like to say a lot, and then you start noticing that she starts using that same word, that's mirroring. When a woman is interested in a man, she usually mirrors his actions to create a stronger connection and a deeper bond with him. If a woman is mirroring your body language or your speech patterns or etc., it's a strong sign of attraction. It shows that she's subconsciously trying to align herself with you, to build rapport and to make you feel more comfortable around her. Number 6 is frequent nodding. If she's nodding more frequently while you're talking, she's showing that she's genuinely interested in what you're saying and she respects your views. But watch for the quality and the speed of her nods. Quick, forceful nods usually mean that she's impatient and she's just trying to be nice by listening to you. But slow, prolonged nods suggest that she is genuinely interested and wants you to keep going. Also, pay attention to her eye contact. If she maintains eye contact while nodding, that's a very strong sign that she's genuinely engaged and possibly attracted to you. If her nods are accompanied by a smile or a or really, that's even better. It's her subtle way of telling you that she enjoys your conversation and wants more of it. Body language signs are about patterns, not isolated incidents. If her nods are frequent and accompanied by other signs of attraction, you're onto something. So guys, next time you're in a conversation with a woman, be observant. Notice the subtle yet very loud nonverbal clues that she's throwing at you. They'll tell you everything you need to know without needing any words at all.
Alright, fellas. Again, I am oblivious to all that nonsense, so if a girl likes me, it might go over my head, honestly. It will definitely go over my head and I won't even know. So, again, fellas, look for the signs that she likes you. Be attentive. I guess be a good guy, not a nice guy, I guess that's what it is. Because they say nice guys finish last. Just be you. Don't force yourself on no one. Be helpful. Be a gentleman. Be chivalrous. And the right one will come along. Alright. One last time, we're gonna go and sum up what we spoke about today. Yes, today we spoke about Loki, we spoke about the Falcons, we spoke about FSU, we even spoke about dating. This is the Ninja on the Color Podcast. I am your host, DOTTLEY. Rate us, review us, give us 5 stars, give us 4 stars, give us 3 stars, give us 2 stars, give us 1 star. If you give us no stars, we'll just assume we're doing it correctly. We are available on Spotify, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcast, Pandora, Google Podcast, and TuneIn. Yes, we're still working to get an Apple ID. You can reach us at 3.366media.inc@gmail.com. Also on Facebook, also IG, X, TikTok. We will see you next week.